What?
Turn on your let me see your face. Oh my god, Captain! I am here to talk to you, William.
I cannot do a recording today. I gotta make sure I'm fully packed.
For what?
Going to my dad's.
You can pack while you're on the phone. I mean, I'm doing my
No.
laundry, can't you tell? I'm doing it right now.
Good.
So just talk and do it at the same time. So, I've been wanting to talk to you for a while, actually, for a few reasons. I want to give you an update on this female individual. So, I asked her, um, despite lengthy situations, how do you perceive our relationship? And she said it was just sexual. And so that made me come to the conclusion that all the feelings I was feeling were purely, potentially just lust instead of love, and all these things I was doing and getting and saying were just purely lustful ideas. So the reason I say this is because I have to come up. I'm discovering or rediscovering what lust versus love is. Now, don't get me wrong. I definitely want to have a sexual partner at the moment just to satisfy my needs while I'm on the grind because that's nice. I don't think I'm ready for a relationship yet. Just needing someone to fulfill me sexually. Besides the point is that came up. But yesterday, yesterday was such a struggle. I keep seeing Captain's face in the camera. Oh my goodness, this cat, this boy. So I uploaded the first video Friday as well. We never called and talked about that. I still have to upload another reel for that, and then I have to start uploading the reels for the next podcast as well. Are you laying in bed, not doing anything right now, William? Didn't you just say you need to make sure you're packed? Use this as an opportunity to start packing. William, get your lazy butt
I am.
get your lazy butt up out of bed. Start packing. Use this as an opportunity to talk and start packing. So come on, get out of bed, William. Get out of bed.
My
What?
I am.
You are out of bed? Why can't I see you?
I'm not holding my phone.
I'm not holding my phone either, but you see how I set it up? Set your phone up so I can see you.
I can't because my phone's on the charge.
Okay, that's a good point. That's fair. That's a fair argument. So that's acceptable. So I was talking to my mentor yesterday, and he taught me how to produce myself because whatever I do, as long as I go outside and people see me, I have to make sure I'm produced because as a model, that's what I have to do. I have to be beauty. I have to be fashion. So I bought a whole outfit specifically related to fashion and something because I was supposed to go to this private event yesterday with him, but this private fashion event. But there was a bunch of snow that happened yesterday. There was a snowstorm, so everything got canceled. So my whole day was packed yesterday, but everything got canceled. So, oh well. So I just took the day off. I just didn't do anything yesterday, which is kind of upsetting actually, because it was kind of a waste of my time. But I did go shopping and bought some food, so that's nice. I have some food in my cabinet now. I'm missing a sock, William. It's your fault. Did you eat it? Did you eat my sock, William?
You are a sock.
I mean, I could try to put this around my head. It's kind of small. No, it doesn't fit. So did you watch the upload?
No, not yet.
Well, you don't have to. It doesn't matter. I just thought maybe you might want to, because I mean you are in it. So I watch everything that I'm in just to make sure it upholds my standards and character. But I know you're not on social media. Oh, by the way, I found out how we can FaceTime and video record while it both having an equal size screen.
Oh,
You want to know how?
how do we do it?
Instagram.
Yeah, no.
So, well, hold on, don't say no yet. All I'm gonna say is download Instagram, create your own. You don't even have to create your own Instagram. I'll let you use the Bonding Brothers account, and then I will call the Bonding Brothers account from my account. How's that sound? So then you don't have to create your own profile. You don't have to have your name out there. You're just using the account for the videos and stuff. And you don't have to post or anything. I'm still doing all that. All you gotta do is just go on there when I talk to you.
Ugh.
Ugh. It doesn't sound like you're out of bed.
I am. No, because I thought you were. I just got back to near the phone because I thought you were going to tell me how we can do that, but no, it's just downloading a different app.
Well, that is the way to do it. It may not be the way you want to do it, but that's the only way I've found out how to do it because I've been researching this and trying to figure it out, and I figured it out. So, yeah, I'm gonna need you to download Instagram. You don't have to do anything with it. Remember, I'm still doing all the posting. I'm still doing all that, but all you got to do is just answer my phone calls when I call.
Okay.
I mean, I got a bunch of stuff to do today because I didn't do anything yesterday. So that's what I'm doing right now. So, I mean, don't worry, one. Don't worry. Do your stuff. Do your stuff. I'm doing my stuff right now. Yeah, I went shopping the other day to go get some clothing for that event. That was pretty fun. I called him when I was in the dressing room so he could help me pick out some clothing. Great. It was great. Oh, I have to practice my monologue today as well. I have to figure out how I can set aside some money for those classes. Throw this away since this was my old monologue.
I have a question for you. How are you separating your money?
How am I separating my money? What do you mean?
Like, how much are you putting towards needs? How much are you putting towards wants? And how much are you putting into savings?
It's not that simple. That's a great question. I appreciate you asking. So let's say. So let me give you a quick example. I inflate my expenses, and what that means is, let's say my car insurance is like $300. Let's say, or let's say it's $100, but I inflate it so it says 300 or something like that, right? I inflate it just to make sure I have more money than I need. So, and then when it comes to my income, I deflate it. So let's say I make 1,000, I deflate it so I make 800 or something, right? Or let's say I make 1,200 and then I deflate it to 1,000. Anyway, so I do that. So keep that in mind. So for example, what are my expenses? My expenses are, I have over $1,000 every month going into modeling. Besides the point is, okay, so I have $500 going into a credit card which was used for modeling, and then I have another 500 for IMTA, which is modeling. So that's 1,000 right there. Then I inflate my expenses for my car. So I spend about $500 for my car, which includes car insurance and gas. Then I also have rent, which is about 700. And I would have food, which is 500. So that's what? That's over $2,200, give or take, maybe. Let's see. Two, or that was one. That was about 22. We'll say 2,200 in expenses. Or we'll even just say 2,500 for expenses, okay? And I'm making right now, with this new job, I think I'm making roughly 2,000 every month. So I'm planning on taking on another job because I need more money. But I'm also planning on moving out to a less expensive rent. And I'm also, in the next 6 months, I will have $500 coming back to me because the one for the expense for IMTA will be done, which means that $500 won't be going to IMTA anymore. And then by the end of the year, I will start having $500 coming back to me again because the credit card stuff will be paid off. So then that'll be $1,000 coming back to me. And the plan was to move out, hopefully either rent a place. The best option would be to buy a place. So buy a place, and I'm thinking about this long term because if I buy that place, after a year I can buy another place and move out and rent this one. So point is buy a place. I actually just contacted my realtor, which is a good friend of mine, to help me with that stuff today. And actually, I wanted to talk to you about this as well. Is I actually want you, when you turn 18, to come move in with me. So that was just an idea that I wanted to throw your way. But yeah, so in 6 months, I should be having $500 coming back to me. In 3 months, I have a trip to LA that I'm going to be taking. So how are all my expenses coming out? Well, in reality, it seems like I don't ever have money. And this is true. I don't really ever have money for most things. But, for example, most people would have credit cards.
That's why you need to separate your money into a couple categories.
Well, I do have categories. I have survival and I have my wants.
Have your needs, your wants, and then the savings.
Well, I have it like that, William. So my needs, I need a house over my head, I need transportation, and then I need food, right? So I have my car, my food, and my rent, right? And all of that together is about 1,000, right? And then my wants are my modeling things, right? I'm spending $1,000 every month on modeling as well. So there we go. I have my needs and my wants.
Is if you switch over to an Acorns account, Acorns card and bank, basically what that will do is it will just round it up to the closest dollar amount, and then invest the rest of that into stuff that is like probably going to make a profit here soon.
Let me tell you the reason why I don't save money. I don't save money because that is a broke person's mindset. And I'll tell you why. So saving money means, let's say I'm putting $500 aside every month or even $100 aside every month or even, let's say I even invest it in stocks, right? And that's paying me dividends of 10 cents every month or something like that. And whatever this case is. And that's making me money over time. Now, what I could do instead of investing that money into stocks or putting that money into savings, because for me, that is not investing my money. I rather live paycheck to paycheck, investing my money in things that I need and want that'll help me right now and in the future. So, example, if I spend money on camera gear, on Canva Pro and Adobe Premiere and all of these other.
But you gotta realize, even if you don't put the stuff into savings, you always want to have some money being put off to the side for a surprise doctor visit that costs a crap ton of money. You always want to have money off to the side, even if you're sitting here wanting to live paycheck to paycheck. You still need to put off some money off to the side, even if it's just $100 every week. Just sitting there putting some money off to the side for surprise spending that costs a crap ton of money for medical expenses. Car breaks down and you have to sit there and fix it, and all this other stuff. And it's not just that you have to put it into savings for it to like sit there and grow money. You still want to have that rainy day type stuff to where, oh, I need to use this because I finally need to because medical bill came out due to the fact that, oh, I got into a car crash and type stuff. It's not the fact that you're sitting there saving it because you are trying to sit there and make it earn more money.
So I completely agree with what you're saying, and I do that to a very limited extent because I don't have much money coming in right now, so I don't have enough money to start saving and putting aside. So
How
that's where
about
the problem
this?
comes in.
How about this? When the first 500 comes basically back from like the other like modeling thing, start saving that money as a rainy day fund
Mm,
for
mm,
emergency like use.
no. If I was going to start saving money, what I would do is I would start some sort of business, some sort of company, or start finding some sort of side hustle to start making money to put aside. So if I really need money, I'm going to go out and I'm going to find a way to make money, right? If that random expense comes up, I'm going to find a way to make money, right? Whether that's mowing some lawns or buying and selling stuff or running a middleman company. It doesn't matter what it is, but I am that kind of individual. Like if I need money, I will make myself find money. Money will come to me. I will make money. I will take money. But of course, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah,
That is the safe.
ju-
That is
uh,
the safe option.
no, hold on. Because even like the people who are rich still do it because it is always really good just in case, because especially when you're sitting there trying to first like grow your wealth, you're always wanting to sit there and save some of that money, especially during the early stages for freak accidents that you didn't realize are coming up, and oh, now I don't have the money to actually pay them back. Now I'm dead. Now I don't have money to go spend on all this other stuff because I'm sitting here having to repay uh, my debt.
Now, I don't.
And so that is why it is really good to, no matter what you're fucking sitting there doing, to sit there and save your fucking money.
Sure, I don't disagree.
Even if rainy day fun.
Sure, I
To
don't.
sit there and make sure any freak accident happens, you have money to sit there and deal with it.
Sure, I don't. I don't disagree with that. And I think what you're saying is very valuable and could be taken to an extent, and I don't disagree. So the only difference is that is correct. One of the things that many businesses do and have is they always have uh, a net of money. They have like a cash like imagine a net, like a literal net. Like if you fall, the net will catch you, and that's what they have with money in their business. But I don't need a net yet because I don't have anything that. I mean, maybe personally, like if I get in a car crash, if I have medical bills, but that is where I don't have the experience and knowledge to be able to accept or believe in the idea that I need to be able to save money for that. Because personally, there should never be anything I need to worry about in a personal sense. But when it comes to business, yes, that is very, very tangible and a good thing because then you become liable for that. But personally, medical bills, things like that, it doesn't really mean anything to me yet because I haven't had to go through it. So that's probably why that I'm sort of, sure, whatever about it. But
And especially if you want me to come live with you, I'm going to literally force you to at least have a rainy day fund, even if it's just like sitting there putting $100 away every week, or $100 every no, like even if it's just 400 a month, because having that rainy day fund is very important, even if it's just a random house expense that it pops up, like carpets go bad, a wall is bad, termites happen, and it's just like you always want to have the rainy day fun.
William, can you make the camera face you real quick? Thank you. Now keep it that way. So, if you come live with me, do that. Well, I will say you don't have any access to my funds, so you can't really make me do it. But if you come live with me, I will allow you to do that. But you know what I'm gonna make you do when you come live with me? I'm gonna teach you to no, we're not gonna spend $15 a month on Netflix. No, no, no. We're gonna spend $15 a month on video editing software or thumbnail software, right? So I'm gonna teach you to invest your money monthly instead of spending it on things that are gonna waste your time, such as Netflix, Hulu, Pornhub, whatever. It doesn't matter. But invest it into.
Pornhub doesn't have a subscription.
Well, I mean, they have Brazzers and all these other like platforms that are subscription based.
It's only that is the money thing.
Anyway, point is if you do that for me, I'm gonna do this for you. Like for me, you like I said, I'm spending over $1,000 a month investing into my modeling career. I'm gonna teach you to do the same thing. I could spend $1,000 a month on Hulu, Netflix, junk food, so on, but I'm investing it into building myself up, and that's what I'm gonna teach you. And if you teach me to save $100 a month, that's fine. I accept that.
Because the thing is when I do if I do move in with you, I'm going to actually have like a side hobby, so I won't be sitting there watching stuff. I'd be going out doing like either airsoft or some other stuff.
Make a side hobby that you're able to make money from. Now, I mean, airsoft, you can make money from that too. You could record yourself doing it. Start a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
The car.
Yes. So we're on the way to Mom's, but so we can still talk all the way up till then.
Hey, that's perfect. As long as I can see your face. Put the camera up like in the window. Yeah.
Over here.
Yeah, perfect. Now you're a vlogger, William. Oh, you can do it. You can do it.
It's not stabilized. Don't stabilize up there.
That's okay. So as I was going to say,
do this. Oh no, you're fine.
Perfect. So as I was going to say, William, can you hear me well, William?
Yes.
Okay. So as I was
connected to the car.
Oh, even better. So what I was going to say, William, was I was talking about moving in. So I had this idea about when I move out and move into my own place. And of course, I'm telling you this because I want you to move in with me. Is for a living room. Imagine this. So people have living rooms with TVs and dining tables, whatever. So imagine this living room. We have a nice couch. It's next to the wall. But instead of TVs and stuff, we have a bunch of we have a setup, like a podcast setup, basically. So there's lights and there's a camera. There's also behind it is you've never been in a photography studio, but there's a backdrop. So imagine like a green screen backdrop. But it's not green, it's white. And so then we can take thumbnails back there. But so anytime anyone comes into the house, we can just have them sit on the couch and we can just press the record buttons on the cameras just because it's just for us to have fun. And there's no TVs, just cameras. What are your thoughts?
Well, especially with one of the ideas that we said is like sitting there talking while playing games, is we could still sit there and have the TV and all the different game systems and just have it out of screenshot.
I wouldn't have a TV. I would have a projector.
Or a projector.
So, I think, here's my opinion, William. I think as we build our relationship, we can talk and have an amazing conversation without playing video games. I know you're in this point of your life where you still want to and think that you need to play video games and stuff, but as you grow and develop and as you live with me, you will gain the mindsets I have, and so you won't want to play video games. And maybe you do, but definitely not with me.
Hey, Mike.
What?
Michael, I will never grow out of playing games because they're so much fun.
You can play video games in your room,
Okay.
but the living room will just be a whole podcast setup for all of our friends to come in, talk, enjoy. And then we can create another podcast, not just mine and your conversations, but when other people come in, we can have other podcasts. Just like the Friends podcast. And anytime anyone comes into our house, we always have them sit down, press record anytime, whatever. That's my idea.